No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the tier 8 premium heavy tank, the King Tiger. Now this is a premium tank that is pretty nice. It's basically the Tech Tree tier 8 Tiger 2. But they've made the gun handling a little worse, and I think they also took away a little bit of the DPM. It's a tank that is pretty decent top tier, but when it's bottom tier and seeing tier 9s, it's not that good. It's just like the Tiger 2. And it's because a lot of it is the fact that the armour gets completely wrecked by tier 9 and 10 guns. It's laughed at by quite a few tier 8 guns as well. Sometimes it's one of those that's kind of okay. Now, there is two versions of the Tiger 2 that are premium. There's the King Tiger that I'm playing right now. It's got 320 alpha. It's got a 105mm gun. It's basically the Tiger 2, but with 0.34 accuracy instead of 0.31, and I think it's a slightly worse reload. Don't quote me on that one though, because I think I remember something along those lines. Then there's the Captured King Tiger, which is like this tank. Again, it's pretty much similar in terms of its armour and that, but instead it gets the 88mm gun, and it has an absolutely incredible DPM. Now, out of the two, this one, while it's not that great at being bottom tier, right, and I mean that goes for quite a few tier 8s, but while it's not that great at being bottom tier, it is better bottom tier than the Captured King Tiger. Because it's the alpha difference, basically. The Captured King Tiger cuts, this hurts. Now, the Captured King Tiger, you have to expose yourself a lot more to get the damage out. You've got to really keep yourself out there to keep the DPM flowing, to make the most of the gun and what the tank's good at. Whereas this, you don't have to. You can just, you can just fire, pull back, wait for the reload, fire again. You're not having to sit and wait for that, let's say sit and wait, but you're not feeling like you've got to keep yourself out there to keep firing every 4.5 to 5 seconds. So, we're in this game on Malinovka, and I'm alone, and it is Encounter that is the hill. A lot of their team was spotted down the 1-2, so I'm kind of like, you know what, I need to move and do something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up, get behind these guys and get shots into the back of the two mediums that are sat in that position there. Because this place that I'm in now is very good for basically nullifying the position that they're in. And if you see tanks there, you are best to come to this position to shoot them. Now obviously it can be shot by TDs that are camping, so you've got to be wary of that. But yeah, that position that they were in was quite a strong one, and if you have anyone that wants to push aggressively to D6, that position will wreck anyone that goes to D6, and it's a very annoying position to have to deal with. But now they are capping, and I am the only defense to that cap. I have to go stop it, basically I have to go help it, and we spot this IS-3. We try and just snap a shot into the top of his turret in the hope that we overmatch the top of his roof, which actually, yeah, no, I am in the King Tiger, so I would be able to with my 105, and I've switched to premium because my AP, there's every chance that I could bounce, whereas my APCR, I will probably pen the IS-3 most times. And the situation I'm against two tanks, right, I don't want to muck up because they will pen me every time. As you just see, they both just did damage to me. And it's sort of a pen all shots or die situation, and we've got 3 tanks in front of us now, so we've really got to make the most of all the shots we have. Now I am pulling back so that T-54E2, which is the unskinned version of the Sergeant Slaughter, doesn't pen me with his gun, and we shut down the IS-3. Now fortunately he fires another shot on the move, this T-54E2. I'm not too sure what he's actually doing, because he did the worst thing there, to be honest. He dropped his clip and then YOLO'd me. So, massive misplays by this T-54E2. And that actually throws away his tank. Because he As soon as he dropped his whole clip into me, he should have stayed on top of the hill. I say dropped his whole clip into me, he didn't pen me once, but yeah, once he fired his whole clip, he should have stayed on the hill, but he didn't. But then again, he could have been using the single shot as well. I could be wrong there, because I didn't see him fire his clip. So he could have been using the single shot, and he could have just been Amarax or something like that. So we've got this Oni that's sitting in the cap. We've switched back to standard, and of course, we bounce, because why not? We probably should have shot a little bit lower, but then we just YOLO into the Oni, get to his side armour, and we're going to finish him off. Or maybe not. We miss out on finishing him off. We nearly got there, but that's because of the slower reload. But yeah, we finished that sort of tense brawl on top of the hill. It was 3v1 at one point. We were getting help from behind as well. We were getting help from like Swindle in his Iron Rain. And we finished that game with 4.1k damage, 2.3k assistance, Ace Tanker, Defender Medal, and like I say, an all-round nice game for the Tiger 2. Or should I say the King Tiger, 2k base as well. And like I say, it's you know, it's a very nice tank. It's a comfortable tank. It's quite a comfortable tank to play because it can side scrape quite well. It's not got great armor when you're facing the tier 9s and 10s, but it's a pretty nice tank. But it's not one that you want to be facing in tier 9 and 10. So that's why +1 -1 was so nice for it, because it meant you actually felt like no matter what you do when you take the tank out, you could actually do something in games, and you weren't just cannon fodder, which is great. So here we are on the second game on Fisherman's Bay, and we are going to go to a position that I tend to take up, which is E6, E7, and that's because you catch out anyone that's crossing into town, you can get nice shots into them, and it means you can redeploy to wherever you need it. So if they push the one line very aggressively, you can move from this position up to the one line to go help that, and if they push the town, well, you can go and push into the town from here very easily and go and help that too. So you've got to be wary when you take this position that you don't go too low. Like right now, I kind of took the low route and then realised, which is why I've kind of turned and going upwards a little bit. But when this T95 E2 is just sitting there and letting us farm him, well, we're not going to turn that down, are we? He doesn't have a clue, so we're just going to keep sitting here and firing as fast as we can with the reload boosted. I'm going to see if we can pen him blind. We do, because as you see the XP numbers and the enemy damage plus 50, well, the plus number went up. So that means we penned him. We fire again, and he's moved just as we fired. He also got spotted, which is frustrating. So we pop a shot into him as he's moving, and we move up. This is the position I'm on about. This is where we're better to be, because you can pull back beyond the ridgeline. That area I was just in, which is the lower part, is dangerous to be in, because if you get caught out and TDs spot you and stuff, you don't really have many places to run to get safe. So what I'm going to do is actually push aggressively now as well, and I'm going to push up to this bush here, and we get some nice shots into this 416 and launch a shell straight into the top of his turret. As you can see, he's kind of hiding behind a rock. We literally just have this little bit of his turret to hit, and we hit it again, even though it was blind. I'm thinking, you know what, I'll take another blind shot, but maybe I won't. We're going to push forward actually and see if we can spot anything else. So as we move forward, there's this Shashka here. He's so focused on how much we have coming out of the town that he hasn't realised that there's a Tiger 2 just farming his hit points here. We go for the track so we can get some assistance. And look at that, we're starting to get some spotting or some tracking assistance off of him. And we don't shut him down. How did that miss? Okay. Fair enough game. I thought that was going to hit. I thought it was a dead cert kill, but apparently not. So now their team's dead. We know that there is all their stuff over here, and there's nothing on our left that can shoot us. So as we're moving forward, we spot this huntsman, and he's sat there, so it's not, you know what, we're going to keep moving forward every time, but we're going to stop and aim to shoot his tracks and keep him tracked. Because the hope is that we get some tracking assistance. But he turns, so we're never going to pen and track that guy. So it's like now time to move forward. So we've got the side of this KV4's turret. We slap a shot straight into the side of his turret. I have no idea what this team is doing. They don't seem to have an absolute clue whatsoever. Because we shot that guy in the side of his turret and he didn't even react to it. So we're going to keep moving forward and pushing aggressively forward up onto this ridge here, which is the next place that I usually go to progress a fight. Then there's this WZ-121 GFT, who is a dangerous tank to face for us because he will hurt our tank very easily. He's got probably just as good a reload as us, but he's got incredible pen, he's got an incredible gun, and it will laugh at the King Tiger. So we're kind of lucky that we're getting all these bounces, because I think he's fired at us twice and not penned, which is nice. I am being very careful with it though, but I do have the hit points, and there you go. The WZ-121 GFT, which is the unskinned Yahtzee, manages to finally pen us. We get penned by the Huntsman as well, and I'm being a little bit more careful now because of that. But I don't want this guy to stay in the game, because he is what's holding me back. So we pop up, we basically take a different approach, a different angle, so it's just my turret poking over, and we finish him off. Then we look down there, see that guy. Unfortunately, the shot misses, but he was moving about, so the likelihood of that hitting was, well, unlikely. But he's not anything to worry about now. We've got this Huntsman here, so we're going to auto-aim onto him, fire on the move, it goes straight in. And I want to push forward and get some more shots into this Huntsman and the King Tiger. We pop another shot on the move. Unfortunately, that one misses. The King Tiger on our right dies. And it's just this Huntsman and this Dragon in the dip. So we're going to see if we can get up on top of this higher ground here, so we can try and shoot into that dip before my friends get there. We get in, the Huntsman blows up, and we're now going to try and find a shot on this Dragon. But what is actually awkward is the fact that he is in between two dead tanks. We fire, and as soon as we fire, he drives out into the open, annoyingly enough, and he gets shut down. But another nice game for the King Tiger, and like I say, this is one that is very good when it's top tier. It's very nice to play when it's top tier, but when it's bottom tier, it does struggle quite a lot, as a lot of tier 8 heavy tanks generally do. So when it's +1, -1, this is one that I always do take out, because it is a hell of a lot of fun to play when it's top tier, and when you know the matchmaking is not going to be horrific. But as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.